Shane Gillis was just announced as the next host on SNL, and we're going to talk about it. So late last night, Shane Gillis posted this weird message on his Instagram saying, February 4th, Shane Gillis, 21 Savage, and it was really strange. I was really confused. But then when I looked at his Instagram story, he had reposted a post from SNL saying the next host. So Shane Gillis is the next host on Saturday Night Live on February 24th with 21 Savage. Now, this is extremely cool and extremely important because Shane Gillis was fired in 2019 from SNL after only being on the cast for one day. Shane Gillis had got the audition, he had gotten casted on SNL, but then he was quickly fired. What had happened was Lauren asked Shane if he had anything that was outstanding that they needed to find out about him. And Shane said, well, I have this podcast. They checked out the podcast and they had only ever recorded on video one of the podcasts. And they found where Shane was making a joke about something about an Asian food restaurant, and they took it completely out of context. They did not hold it with any comedic value at all, and they fired him. Saturday Night Live was reluctant to fire him at first because they knew he had comedic value. Lauren had even told Shane that he needed just to get him to the stage so that people could see who he was. But then after a ton of pressure, a ton of news outlets reporting on it, they had to fire Shane from the SNL cast. Now this put a real damper on Shane's career. He was really excited and he had never experienced cancellation before or even fame. So this was really hard for him. He said that he had people coming out of the woodworks to talk to him, to tell him congratulations, and then he was just quickly cut from the cast.
It was cool. It was very cool. You hear from everybody you've ever grown up with. They're all like, holy shit, what just, like, I can't believe you're on this. And then, so that lasted for about like 3 hours before an article came out that was like, here's what this guy says.
This was extremely unfortunate, but hey, we get to see a true redemptive story in play right now. Over the years since Shane's cancellation, he has shown that he is even bigger than the Saturday Night Live show. But for him to come back and to be a guest on Saturday Night Live and a host is absolutely insane. There is nobody more deserving than Shane. This comes quickly after the news that he got this big deal with Bud Light, and I mean, it was just crazy. So I have a couple of thoughts on this. One of the first things that I think is I bet you that people will quit over this announcement. It was interesting that they posted this at midnight, and it was immediately after the show so that the news wouldn't get out during the show and maybe affect some people's performances. And I think that there is a potential for this to stir up an entire storm again, and maybe they'll cancel the show. I really hope not. It would be really cool to see the Gillian Keeves type of Shane Gillis on the stage at Saturday Night Live, and maybe to even get a really legit Trump impression. But I don't know. This is just speculation. I'm really excited for this to happen for Shane Gillis. I mean, it's really cool, and I think that everybody's going to be really excited about this. I think there's going to be a lot of viral moments that come out of it. I was just watching him last night explain to Joe Rogan his firing. I don't know why. I just clicked on it and just kept listening because I haven't heard it in a long time, and it's just crazy how literally last night I was listening to Shane Gillis explain his firing and all of the details, and then this morning we get the announcement. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think is going to happen on this episode of Saturday Night Live. I think that there's going to be a lot of classic Shane Gillis. I think there's going to be a lot of Saturday Night Live firing jokes. It's going to be insane. One of the things that I think should happen is I think they should get Adam Sandler back on there to do the I Got Fired song with Shane Gillis. That would be hilarious because back in the day, about 5 years ago, Adam Sandler went on Saturday Night Live for the first time as a host, similar to Shane Gillis, and sang a song about how he got fired. I think that could be an extremely cool and viral moment, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this announcement. Is it cool? Is it Shane backtracking? Is it Shane kind of digging up old bones? But I don't think so. I think this is going to be a really cool moment, and I'm just really excited for it. I think we're really going to get to see Shane shine, and I think we're going to have a bunch of bandwagoners too. To be honest with you, I've already seen a bunch of bandwagoners over the last couple of months. Shane's gained a lot of popularity recently, and there's been a lot of people on here that haven't been the true dogs. So I think we're going to see a bunch of bandwagoners off of this appearance and off of the whole Bud Light thing, but I'm really excited for it nonetheless. If you guys like content like this, please like and subscribe. This one's for the dogs. I love you guys. You guys are super Shrek 1. Have a great day.